Once upon a time, there was a person who met an unexpected and untimely demise in a fatal car accident. Although the accident was not grand or sensational, it ended their life abruptly. Surprisingly, there was no pain accompanying their death. The paramedics tried their best to save them, but their body had been completely shattered. As the person's consciousness drifted into the unknown, they found themselves in the presence of a mysterious being. "Where am I?" the person asked, bewildered. With a hint of music in the air, the being replied, "You have died. I am God." The person's mind raced with worry for their family. "What about my children, my wife? Will they be okay?" God reassured them, saying, "That's how it should be. Your family will be fine. In the memories of your children, you will be perfect forever. Your wife will mourn your loss externally, but deep down she will feel relieved." Surprised by the response, the person looked at God with fascination. God did not appear as an ethereal deity, but rather as an ordinary person, albeit a little intimidating. They were curious about the afterlife and asked, "So, is this heaven or hell?" God smiled and answered, "Neither. You will be reborn." The person recalled the teachings of different religions and remarked, So the Hindus were right." God replied, "All religions hold some truth in their own way. Let us take a walk and talk. We are going nowhere, but it is nice to converse while we can." As they walked side by side through the nothingness, the person pondered the purpose of life if they were to be reborn and start from scratch. God reassured them that although they would start anew as a baby, they would carry all the knowledge and experiences of their past lives within them. The person's soul was described as unimaginably beautiful and enormously vast, beyond the grasp of the human mind. In awe, the person asked, "How many times have I been reincarnated?" God chuckled and replied, "Oh, lots and lots in many different lives. This time, you will be a peasant girl in China around 540 BCE. The person was taken aback by this revelation and questioned the concept of time. God explained that time as humans understood it was limited to their universe, while God hailed from a different realm where everything was different. As the person tried to comprehend these profound notions, they asked about meeting themselves in different lifetimes. God confirmed that they had indeed encountered themselves numerous times. But as each incarnation only possessed its own life experience, they had never noticed the interconnectedness. Curious about the purpose of this grand cycle, the person wondered aloud, "What's the point of it all?" God gazed into their eyes and replied, "The meaning of life, the reason for this universe, is for you to evolve. Not humanity as a whole, but you. I created this entire universe for you. With each new life, you mature and become wiser. It is all for you." The person was struck with awe and disbelief, realizing that every human being who had ever lived or would ever live was an incarnation of themselves, including the most revered and reviled figures throughout history. The person's every action, good or bad, affected themselves in some way. Feeling overwhelmed by this revelation, the person fell silent. They contemplated the impact of their deeds on themselves and others. God then explained that one day, when they had experienced every aspect of being human, they would become like God. The person was, in fact, a child of God. Amazed by this realization, the person whispered, "I am a god?" God corrected them gently, "Not yet. You are a fetus. You will awaken when you have been every human who ever was, and then you will be mature enough to be born." The person absorbed this profound truth, likening the universe to an egg awaiting their eventual enlightenment. As their conversation drew to a close, God prepared them for their next life and sent them on their way. The morale of this story is that every individual's existence is interconnected, and their purpose in life is to evolve and grow. Our actions have a ripple effect not only on others, but ultimately on ourselves. By recognizing our interconnectedness and striving for personal growth, we move closer to realizing our potential and the divinity within us. If you liked the video, please do subscribe and share the video. Press the bell icon for further notifications.